Mostly because I think it's a little too stark and it cheapens the sleeve. So I am very lucky that I still have some of this blue. I think it will look a lot nicer. Open the seam of the shoulder and then do like a wiggly go kind of I'm gonna start doing other projects I have in my list. I need to show you what I want to do. But how beautiful are these papers? I think they're gorgeous. I don't know if the camera can catch how lovely this piece is and how weird the setting for this brooch is. Today we're gonna be making one of my favorite upcycles. I have this sweatshirt that is a lovely quality. I bought it in the thrift store. It was on the last chance rail. I think probably didn't go sold because it has a religious logo, and you know, if you're not part of it, probably people don't care to buy it. But the sweatshirt is really good quality. It's being at home, it's being washed, and now it's in the shop ready to be made into something. I have made a few hoodies upcycles, and I absolutely love making upcycles. These are some of the pieces that I have already cut to do some of my bags. What I'm gonna do is that I love this piece, but it's a little bit raggedy. Well, for the moment, I'm gonna leave it like that. I might chop that off later on. I love all the details on this denim. It feels very bordeaux, very mending, kind of lending to be mended. Anyway, so we're gonna create fabric that covers the whole of this sleeve, plus some of the chest here covering the logo. I can do two things. I can create all the patchwork with these pieces first, and then what I might do is cut the piece of the sweatshirt that I want to replace, and the sleeve, open the sleeve, lay flat so I can copy it. But the one thing is, denim, it feels a lot colder to your skin than this lovely sweatshirt. So I'm thinking I might use like a second-hand t-shirt or something like that to back up the whole of the piece that I'm doing. So it will be definitely feel as warm as the sweatshirt. But first things first, let's do some nice patchwork, which is what I love doing. Right, I want to use this piece on the chest, and I have some blues and some darker colors. I think I might do it on the overlocker, so it just makes all the seams a little bit neater. I'm just simply gonna be patching things together and making, I want to put some on top of here because I want this part to be where the logo was, more or less, and then put something in here. So I might just chop these pieces, stitch them like that. Stitch these ones and then stitch it like that. So all this area here is a little bit richer in color and textures. Then the rest of the sleeve, I can just put a little bit lighter color, a little bit lower on the sleeve. There is no really, my patchwork is a little bit crazy patchwork. There's no, I don't know how to explain it. There is not any kind of pattern when I do this. I just more or less think I like to see, like I just explained to you, I like to see this piece here. I like to go with a darker blue, maybe on the chest down and on the top of the sleeve, and then down a bit of a lighter color. That's what I'm thinking. But as it stands, as you can see me, I just chop things off and I stitch them together. So there is no magic to this. Obviously, because this used to be jeans, there used to be denim, there is a kind of a curvature for these trousers, you know. So I tend to get the details that I like, but I don't necessarily want to deal with the curvatures. So I like to cut pieces that I can then stitch together. Like this one, you can see on the seam wants to curve. So what I might just do is cut it in half and deal with it one at a time. So now this one lies flat and this one lies flat, more or less. I might cut, oh, actually, no, it opens up and it creates another bit of interesting fabric. I might even use the fray of it. We shall see. For now, I'm gonna start putting these pieces together and making the kind of the chest piece. I'll come back when I have something done. Okay, process update. I just cut the sleeve, the left sleeve off because I want to use it as a template, as I said to you. And I also cut very neatly the cuff because I have some blue cuff that I could use for the new sleeve, for the denim sleeve, but I might use this one, I don't know. So just to give myself the opportunity and the chance to reuse it, what I might just do is cut, can you see the little rim there? That it was attached to the original sleeve. I might just cut it off and use it again. I don't know yet. So that is it. And then what I'm gonna do is, at the moment, this is what the sleeves, the hoodie looks like. I'm just gonna open the seam of the shoulder and then do like a wiggly go, kind of like a wibbly seam line to go around, maybe not too curvy, because you know that makes it a little bit more difficult. But what I'm gonna do is at first gonna open the seam in the shoulder. I'm trying to cut the closest to the stitching, so I don't take much of the size of the back, the size of the shirt, sweatshirt, hoodie. Okay, I'm also cutting a little bit on the side because I'm thinking I want to do quite a bit of a chest. So it's the chest and the arm that is denim. Right. I put together this piece, which is the piece that I told you. I love this denim wash and I love this. I haven't cut it off. I don't know. I could always stitch it and put it at the end. I love to do it on the overlocker because it just makes things so much neater. If you don't have an overlocker, a zigzag in the machine will do it perfectly. It depends what machines you have. You also have an overlock stitch. In my Bernina, I need to have a look at it, but in my domestic Bernina, I have an overlock that emulates this stitch and it's actually really good. I've used it in the past. It takes so much longer, obviously, than the overlocker, but it does the job perfectly. So if you ever want to buy a sewing machine and thinking that maybe you want to have something with the overlocking, maybe have a look at those machines that might have that stitch. I think it's called the overlock stitch. Okay, let me show you what I'm doing. So this is the shoulder open and a little bit of the side opened as well. And this is the piece I just created. So I'm thinking I like to maybe just stitch it like this. So what I could just go, see, I have enough of the denim that I've made that I could just put and stitch simply here. I could actually just, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it because I can feel the denim on the back, so I know I have enough. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna cut it on the side and right, let me take the denim off. I don't want to cut the denim as well. I'm sure there's many other ways of doing this, easier than what I'm doing, but this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna do a little bit up, a little bit down, and then I'm gonna come up to here. Okay, so this is the piece that I need to make out of this, basically. So, yes. I think what I can just do is stitch this place here, I'm sure they're making this much harder. Maybe I should have cut it after I stitch it. That makes more sense. There we go. Anyways, what I'm gonna do is, I don't want to open the whole seam and the whole neckline because I don't want to have to redo all of that. I want to top stitch this. I'm sure there's many easier ways of doing this, but what I've done is I created myself a template with the piece that I chopped off, and I added about 1 centimeter around, and I finished it nicely. I was gonna back it up with a shirt, but actually it's quite thick denim, all of it, so I think it'll be fine. We're gonna be doing this one this way, and then we see how we're gonna go. Right, so what I need to do now is I might do it on the right side because it might be easiest to do this. We're here, right. So basically, this is the piece that is missing. Oh my God, it looks so cool, look. Doesn't it look cool? It's gonna look amazing. So what I wanna do is just literally follow the contour without stretching either, because we already established that this is the piece that is missing, because this is my pattern. So what I'm gonna do is pin it all around the seam, and I'm gonna top stitch it. Okay, so here I'm giving myself a little bit to stitch these two shoulders again. Just gonna do that one pin there, and then softly I'm just gonna be placing the rest of the piece. Trying not to stretch it, she says. Okay, I need to figure out an easier way of doing this. I have an idea of what I wanted to do, but you know me, I have a go at things, and then sometimes I think maybe there was an easier way of doing this. Maybe stitching it and then cut it, like a reverse applique. I'm not very clever, am I? So do as I say, not as I do, you know? Well, at least we keep the, oh my goodness, the denim is really, really thick. At least we keep the shape that I did when I cut it, you know, that little thing. But it already looks amazing, like in really weird patchwork design. Right, let's stop stitch it very carefully, like that. I'm gonna have to change the pins. Yeah. We interrupt this show just to change the pins. Also, I've been getting sponsors, inquiries about sponsors. I think the algorithm is sending some people some signs that I want some sponsorships. I don't know what to do because I don't really care much for the sponsorships. I mean, I'm not allergic to money. If somebody wants to give me money, that is perfectly fine. It's just that I don't seem to have an idea of what sort of sponsors I want to do. So I was thinking the best way is for you guys to watch my videos and give me the thumbs up if you enjoy these videos, because that really makes a difference on my channel. And I don't have to create sponsors, because I work really hard on these videos. I work really hard in the shop, and sometimes the videos don't do very well. So if you really enjoy the video, can you please give it a thumbs up? And then hopefully I don't have to get any sponsors. I'm sponsored by you and your kindness. So I appreciate it. Thank you. Let me top stitch this and then we see what it looks like. You want to see? Of course you do. very careful that when I move, I don't move my patch, my denim patch. As my kids say, this is sick. How cool is that? Oh my God, I love this patch here. It's gorgeous. I love it, I love it, I love it. So anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create the denim piece. Oh my God, it's awesome. I absolutely love it. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it, I love it. Okay, so as I say to you, the idea was to have the top of the sleeve dark blue and then light blue for the bottom of the sleeve. I'm so excited. Let's do some patchwork. I think I might need to bring a few more pieces, but I want to marry this dark blue here with this dark blue. Come on, come. I'm so excited. I want to marry it. See this dark blue here? I want to put like a darker blue right at the shoulder. And then I will start going, and maybe I even go to this lighter blue here. So yeah, let's go and get it done and stitch it. Absolutely love it. I absolutely love that. I don't know yet if I want to chop this on or not. I still haven't decided. A little bit of water because I've been talking all day. And now let's do it. I started doing the patchwork for the sleeve using the scraps from the piece from the front. And then I went through my stash, my little stash over there, of the stash that I have. I found this pocket. It's so cool. I'm gonna use it here somehow. So the pocket would be on this side towards the front of the shirt. I really hope that's what I'm doing right. Am I doing this right? I want to put it just so this will be here, accessible from there. I think that's it, isn't it? Yeah, because that's the sleeve that goes here. So yeah, I think I'm going to attach it here. I'm going to attach some of this darker space to this here first. And then I'm going to attach those ones. And then from here, I got lighter right at the end. So it is a little bit later because I broke 2 of the needles of the overlocker, both needles, because I was going over all these seams and I was getting all excited and I just broke them both. Anyway, I decided against the wide cuff, mostly because I think it's a little too stark and it cheapens the sleeve. So I am very lucky that I still have some of this blue. I think it will look a lot nicer. I did basically copy the size. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stitch it to the sleeve to make myself somewhat of one step that is easiest. So I'm gonna overstretch it like that and stitch it together and then sew the sleeve together and then stitch it to the armhole. And that should be it. Famous last words. Let's see how it goes. Let me do this first. And it shouldn't be taking much longer now to finish I can't wait to see it though. I can't wait. This is the hoodie. My partner doesn't like to be in the video. He's modeling the hoodie. Check it out. How cool is that? I absolutely love the shirt. Oh my God, the patchwork is amazing. Can you come closer? Check it out. Okay, can you, move like that. And then turn around. Oh, that's so cool. Come back to I'm gonna change it all in there. Good morning. Today we're in the office because I wanted to show you a little bit of upcycling jewelry that I've been doing. I thoroughly enjoy doing the jewelry, and I have a table full of pieces that I have thrifted, vintage pieces, and pieces that I'm working on to put in the shop. So let's go and see them. Okay, so first I'm going to show you a haul of broken jewelry and bits and pieces that I found in the last few weeks. These are a pair of beautiful lamppost glass with a beautiful flowers, as you can see. I don't think the ear hooks are silver, but it's not magnetic, so I think it's just some kind of white metal. They're kind of really flimsy as they are, and I don't like the caps. So I'm gonna remove the glass and put them into something nice. I'm wearing a bracelet that I bought when I was in Tenerife. This is beautiful volcanic lava stones, and the lovely sparkles are not so sparkly anymore. And it has a lapis lazuli and a magnetic clasp. So so much so that it's picking up bits and pieces. So I'm thinking of opening it up and reuse the stones and the lapis lazuli and make myself a necklace, because I wear necklaces more than bracelets. This is one of the beautiful earrings that I'm making with these caps that I took from an old vintage necklace, and I've been using crystals to make these cute little drops. Beautiful. I have to make the other one. Okay, now to the haul. This is a clip-on earring. Unfortunately, I only have one. I only found one. It has a marking here, but I can't understand what it says. I don't think this is a stone. I think this is plastic, but the rhinestones are absolutely gorgeous. I love them. So I was thinking of maybe making it into a pendant, putting a chain across this, and just explain to people what it's made out of, or maybe using it for myself. I just got it, even though there was one, because the sparkles are just beautiful, and I love it. This pair of earrings I bought from in Amsterdam, and I was wearing them, and one day I realized that the stone is missing, that stone there. So before I started upcycling, I just put them in my jewelry box, and I was really upset because I absolutely love them. And then now I realize that actually I could just take these two things off, because I don't think I have any stone that's going to fit just perfect there. So I'm thinking I'm going to take these off and put some hooks, and then I can use them again, because I think this is aventurine. It's either aventurine or glass, but I can see lots of shapes inside. So I think it might be aventurine stone. It could be glass. I don't know. I generally don't know. Right, this was left in my partner's bicycle's basket. It's a very beautiful bracelet made out of traditional Dutch beads, which I generally love. The silver ones are a little bit losing the color, but I might chop it off and use them to make some cute earrings. I love the white and blue. Beautiful. Right, I found this beauty, which is amber with wire wrapping. It looks like a lance with, the spine. It's very beautiful. It's not magnetic, but I'm not sure if this is silver. I can't see any markings, so it probably isn't. But the amber is real. I just cleaned it, and I'm going to pop it into a chain. I do sell quite a bit of the jewelry on my boutique here in Amsterdam, but I'm actually going to be putting some of these pieces online as well. So these are millefeuille medallions. I have quite a few. I bought a tube of them, so I have quite a few. I'm thinking it's just super nice. I love the colors, of course. So I'm just gonna put them in a chain and put it as a pendant. I thrifted this cute little guy, which is a millefeuille, tiny millefeuille. You see the back, millefeuille glass. And I think it might be a tortoise. Again, I'm just going to put in a chain, some independent. So equally, I've already started doing some upcycling. This is a piece of agate, I think. And I used some turquoise pieces and a silver metal cups to make a pendant. I'm gonna pop it into a chain, and that will be a lovely pendant. These I wire wrapped, and I'm gonna be putting some rings and put it in a gold tone chain. But the interesting thing is, I think it's mother of pearl, but if you look at it, it looks like the pearls were there. So they would have been formed, but I don't think they had enough time to form. That's what it is. I have another piece. I harvest these pieces from a necklace, and you can see, I think they're like, the pearls are almost forming, but they're not quite there yet. So it's mother of pearl, I think. It's super, super interesting. I find that really interesting anyway. I found this cute little drop, which is either glass or quartz. I think it might be quartz because it hasn't got, I don't know, it doesn't feel like glass, it feels like quartz with a little cute little bell. Now, I'm going to show you this lovely pendant. I think it's wood on resin, and it's very beautifully made, silver tone, but it's not silver, I don't think. I haven't seen any marks anywhere. I'm going to check if it's magnetic. Oh, actually, this is a magnet. Let's see if this is magnetic in any way. No, it's not magnetic, which means it could be, but then again, it could just not be. I show you, this is, oh, this is not. But see, that's not, because this metal, you know, if it's magnetic, it's not silver. But it doesn't seem to be magnetic, so I don't know. I will pop it into a silver chain and make it a pendant. So I have a few pieces that I could work with. Also, I found in my jewelry box, this is not from the haul from the shopping, this I found in my jewelry box. These are Tagasai chips. They're very cute. The stretch is all gone. So I'm going to be cutting the chips and use some as crystals and make some cute little earrings. Same way, this one is also mine. I have two of them. These I bought in London so many years ago. The cable has some kind of a stretch now, but the crystals are quite beautiful, black and white. I don't know if I'm going to list it as if. I might change the class because they're quite old. And list it as if because they're quite beautiful, this one. So that's the one. That's the first one. And this is the second one. This is my favorite. I wore this quite a few times, but it is quite bling. It's quite bling. It's beautiful, beautiful crystals. I think it has a bit of a quoting, aurora quoting, because it has a bit of the shines in quite different colors. Beautiful. The stretch on this cable is also, it's gone quite loose, if you can see. And I don't get to use it as much like that because it's so sparkly. But the one thing I really am interested in is this little half crystals. As you can see, it's like a half a sphere. And I think they will look amazing to put on the bottom with something on top to make some earrings. And I think I will enjoy more, and maybe I will put some for sale as well. I might leave the black and white as if somebody wants to buy it. But this one, I think I might cut it. Okay, so I've already cut it, but this was a keychain that have a lot of, has some rhinestones, but also have all of these wire wrapped glass beads that I took off. There was another one here, and these two as well. All of them were attached to this. The metal in here is not really that nice. That's why I took them off. But the beads are beautiful. I love this long. It looks like a carrot, but it's blue, so the wrong color. Beautiful wrapped beads, and some of the beads have like a weird coating. I don't know if you can see. This one has like a coating, just a color only in one side, and then these cute little ones with the little dots. I might use them as they are, or I might chop them off and do something with them. Okay, so back to this, the same day that I picked this guy and this guy, I also picked this guy. It's only a lonely earring. It's just the one. It's a bottle. and it has a flower. I think it's just resin with some glitter. It's very, very cute. I'm gonna take it off and put it in a chain, so making it into a pendant. Right, these, okay, I'm mixing the haul from my own personal collection that I had for the longest time. So these are two beautiful Western Germany necklaces, bracelets. One is silver and the other one is gold, the clasps. And silver is double-stranded freshwater pearls, and the gold is single-stranded. They are absolutely beautiful. But as you can see, the silver one doesn't want to get close. I don't know how to fix that. If anybody could help me, tell me how to fix that. I have Googled it, but I can't find how to do it. If you know how to fix that, please let me know, because I would love to fix that. Same thing. No, I think the gold one is fine. They are Western Germany, these lovely bracelets. I also found some lovely artisan glass that I have made already into pendants. This is one of them. I absolutely love this color. It's beautiful. Well, it's blue, so of course I'm gonna love it. I put like a little stone, I think it's agate, on the top, and I made it into a pendant. So now it's ready to be used. I will do the same thing with this. This one is a cute little one that it's like a little dolphin jumping in the water, and I put some lovely blue glasses, blue beads, just to simulate the sea. It's very, very pretty. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing those ones. I want to show you one of the pieces. Okay, let's move this a little bit away. Okay, there we go. So I want to show you these pieces made out of an agate bracelet. I bought it. It was in a stretchy bracelet, and I have all these pieces around. Beautiful. One of the pieces was broken, and that's why it was in the kind of everything for €1 kind of thing, and I got it for €1. They are absolutely beautiful stones. I made this pendant using this beautiful bow or butterfly. It could be a bow or a butterfly with sparkles and 2 little crystals at the back, and I put it in a chain with a cute little on the extendable chain. So this is how it's gonna be looking. I will try to take some pictures of the products, and I'll show you them. I'm gonna be choosing 2 darker stones for this one, and I'm gonna make it into a pendant as well. I might see if I could use them for earrings as well. Okay, so that's that. These are a little pendant that I made with these crystals. Unfortunately, these are the only ones I have. So I have some in a different color. So I either make a mismatched pair of earrings with 2 different colors, like one green, one blue, or I make this one into a pendant. I like wearing different pendants. I found this little bag of trinkets in a shop, and I just picked it up not knowing what was inside. And I was so happily surprised when I found this beautiful wire wrapped glass, black glass. They are almost like, I don't know, like a blackberry. Like they look like a fruit. I only have 3 of them. They're absolutely gorgeous. And in the bundle, there were a couple of freshwater pearls and a couple of crystals. Beautiful freshwater pearls and a couple of crystals. So I'm thinking I might combine these elements and see if I can come up with some cool earrings. Yeah, that in the same bundle. Oh, there's another two little crystals. Okay, so I do have 2 small crystals, 2 medium crystals, 2 water pearls, freshwater pearls that don't really match in color, and 3 lovely beads. I'll see if I can make something with that. I might mix it up with some of my stash. I have a lot of stash. And then the rest is plastic beads that you could sew in, because they have, I guess you could also use them as jewelry, but they are plastic. So these ones will be a good thing to use in a sewing project. Like if you want to, there's sequins as well. Like if you want to upcycle like a jeans jacket or something like that, that will be this kind of thing. Okay, I wanted to show you this piece because this is an absolutely stunning piece. I don't know if the camera can catch how lovely this piece is and how weird the setting for this brooch is. I have done a Google Lens and it tells me that this is a labradorite, which I kind of knew. That's the only thing I knew about this. But it didn't tell me anything about the setting, and the setting, the metal around it is so interesting. This is where I got it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Until I find out more about it, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But at the moment, I love it way too much to let go. I wish it was a pendant. I might see if I can somehow add a veil so I can use it as a pendant because it's absolutely gorgeous. Otherwise, I might just use it as a brooch. But if you know anything about this, I would really appreciate if you can send me on the right direction. I don't think it isn't any precious metal. I think it's probably just brass, maybe gold plated, or I don't know. I have no idea. There's no markings anywhere, but boy, is this gorgeous. This is my favorite thing I've got in a long while I'm going thrifting. Absolutely stunning. Okay. I also, going thrifting, I found this little tub with all these cute little tiny millefleur beads and freshwater pearls. So I don't know, maybe it came out of something that was already made and it broke, and then they picked all the stones. And there was a little red drop, like a little, it's a charm. It was a red, lovely, cute little charm. I think this might be stainless steel. And one sad and alone, well, not sad, but at least alone earring. But yeah, I think this one would maybe be like a necklace that got broken. So I'm thinking that maybe I could go back up and making it again into a nice necklace. Maybe wire wrap the beads and the freshwater pearls. I love freshwater pearls. It's one of my favorite stones. I just wanted to show you what I've already harvested from a necklace. All these cute little dangles made out of different color glass and different beads. I'm gonna be making some earrings with them. Okay, now onto some bits and pieces that I already started. These are really lightweight bohemian metal, bohemian. I think they're plastic. I'm not 100% sure. I have this in my stash for the longest time. I just pop him in little lovely black crystal. And I'm going to use these hooks because it's the only hooks I have that will go nicely and with the metal colors. Like that. So that's the one pair that I'm going to be making. So this guy, I've been taking, this guy was full. This guy was full of skulls all the way to the neck. I don't even know how many pieces I've already taken out of this necklace. I think I might still take a few more out because there's way too many. And I think it looks a little bit much. I might leave them until maybe here, like 5 pieces. I don't know, I think, or I might take just one more each from the side. I think if I take this black one from here, it will make it equal. So maybe I could just leave it from this white down here. But there's so many skulls and they are stone. They're really, really interesting pieces. So I've been already taking some of it, and I think one skull is probably enough for necklace. Sorry, let me just show you this. I've already been making some necklaces from it. I have some silver components or silver tone components, and I put like I think with the skull, a chunky chain will go nicely. And then I put like a black cute little crystal on the chain and on the extendable chain. I think it looks very, very pretty. I might be making more like this with the black ones and earrings maybe. They're quite heavy, the skulls, so I don't know if I will make them into earrings or just make some cool pendants with it. So that is a fun piece that I've done. I found this lovely piece, this labradorite and lapis lazuli, and in a piece of wood. So interesting. It was on a cord, but the cord was really not nice. So I put it on this, I think, stainless steel chain, and I think it looks really, really nice. This is another piece that will be going into my shop. My partner doesn't like this chain. He prefers this flat chain. I quite like it. I'll see. But how cool is it? I love the stones. I love everything about it. It's gorgeous. What else have I been making? Oh, yes. There was this necklace that had loads of crystals. Loads and loads and loads of crystals. Sorry, I don't know why this is all tangled. I need to untangle them. Anyway, I made 2 different pendants. This one has a green turquoise and an oval piece glass. There are 2, but they're tangled at the moment. I need to untangle them. And this one is in a thin chain. And then I put a cute little glass, lamppost glass bead at the bottom of this irregular crystal and this cute little chain. So these ones will also go into my shop. I absolutely love making all of these pieces. So this is the piece that is being in my waiting to be upcycled for the longest time. And the reason why is because I don't know really what to do with it. It's actually a really cool piece, but it is very damaged. The core here is coming undone. And it is really heavy and really busy. It has this center point with a massive tassel with beads, and the cord is a little bit raggedy. It's not really that nice. But I love these medallions. I have 3 on this necklace. And it has like a stone inside. I don't know if you can see. They have some kind of gray silverish glass or stone inside. I think as a component, it's a really, really interesting component. So I'm thinking, I don't know, I've been wanting to upcycle this for the longest time. There's a lot of things that is missing. There's something missing here. Some of them, oh, I think that's what it is. It's missing one of these guys, which is like a piece of wood with some metal and wood. It's very busy. It has some coconut components as well, and some. They have so many components. It's so busy. I don't particularly like it, but I love the components. So I'm thinking I'm doing this and taking some of these beads. This is a glass bead, but most of them are wooden beads. Yeah, and then make something with it. So you might accompany me when I'm breaking up on this necklace and make something with it. In here, I have these 2 broken necklaces that are vintage. They're both, I tied them together because they are both the same beads. They are glass beads, and they are this really interesting shape. So I'm going to be making some earrings and something with them. What else do I show you? What else can I show you? Oh, this is a fun bead that I thought I had this in my stash for the longest time. It's very, 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 very 1990s, I think, or even 80s. I don't know. I think I bought it in the 90s. It's very, very old. This is not a color that I almost ever wear, but I don't know why I bought it. But I never get it. It's not a color that I ever get drawn onto. I think I remember I have like a green top, and this look really, really nice with it. But what I'm thinking of doing is, I think it's way too busy, and it is costume, it's nothing interesting, but the pieces themselves is really quite good quality. So I was thinking I'm gonna be taking from the necklace itself, I'm gonna take this row of this second row and this bigger row, and I might maybe leave one in the front and take the rest and make earrings with it. Or take the whole thing and just leave the chain with these ones in here, because I think they're very interesting. So yeah, this is something I'm gonna be making as well. I have 2 more pieces here to show you of stuff that I already done. Last night I upcycled these earrings. These earrings have a crystal that has this beautiful setting. I've worn these crystals for the longest time, and then the hooks that they were on, obviously they were just plated, and they were losing the gold. I didn't like it, so I took it off. I put this, I think it's called sodalite stones, and fresh hooks, and this is gonna be for myself because I love these crystals, and I just remake them a little longer because the hook was from here before, so now they're a little longer. I don't mind because I really like this length anyway. But these ones are gonna be for myself. I just made them last night. And then I have this necklace that I took loads of components of. This is again from the 90s when I was in London. It had lots of components, and like a big V thingy. And what I've done is I put a tiger's eye and a lovely Murano glass, and it's going to be a super simple pendant. I actually like very, very simple necklaces and pendants. I think the simplicity sometimes is the most interesting part of a necklace. I have used zoom really right in so you can see all the details, so I can't really show you when I'm standing it. Okay, so that is the necklace, and it is accessorized. It's an old piece of jewelry that I had for the longest time. You find me at the sewing machine, but I'm not sewing fabric, I'm sewing paper. I need to show you what I'm doing. I have this book of beautiful papers in my stash. Why do I have it? Because, I mean, how beautiful is this? Beautiful, beautiful floral papers. I have decided I'm going to be putting lots of my upcycle jewelry online. And I thought a little clip with, oh my God, this is so beautiful. Actually, let's make some more of this. I decided that whenever my jewelry sells, I'm gonna be wrapping it up in some tissue paper. And then I'm gonna send it in these lovely envelopes that I'm just making, super easy envelopes. I'm gonna put like a little tiny sticker. Let me show you. So most of these papers come from a shop called Action. I think it's in the Netherlands, Germany, and Belgium. I've been buying papers from them for the longest time. I just love the books that they have. I'll show you what I'm working with at the moment. It's all peeled up. They come in books like this. And at the moment I have a couple of Christmases books. I try not to buy brand new, but these papers from Action is one of the very few things that I do buy. So I was just telling you that I use the stickers also from them, and they have the cutest little stickers, really, really pretty with flowers. It's so darling. Look at them. And I love using these stickers on the envelopes. I've used some of them already. So what I do is I put a pair of earrings, not the small envelopes. Of course, it's going to be for like a little earrings or something. Necklaces or anything, we will go for a bigger band. And then I just find another flower or something that I like to put together. And I just close the envelope with a sticker. How cute is that? So this is what we're doing right now. I'm making some of these envelopes because I'm hoping that to put all my upcycle jewelry online, some of the stuff I will put in both places, and some of the stuff is a little bit too expensive to put it in the shop because I don't really have a security kind of thing. And people come in and out, and I don't like to be behind people, you know. So I don't think I'm gonna be putting the most expensive stuff. I have a couple of pieces that are like, I have an Afghani lapis lazuli and turquoise necklace that is absolutely gorgeous, and I wouldn't want to put it here because I think I'll be a little bit, that one I have to do some research with. I think it's quite expensive, and I wouldn't want to put it there and then thinking, oh, somebody's gonna take it away. So I might just put it online. So I'm making some of these envelopes. Some of them I'm gonna have to use the whole piece of paper. Like for instance, for this one, I'm trying to think, because it is a square, this is how I'm making my envelopes. I just mark the middle of the paper. So each cardboard gives me 2 envelopes. And these pads have a different size envelopes. I'm using my non-fabric scissors. I almost pick up my real scissors, my fabric scissors, and I almost scream. It's a good job that my fabric scissors are red. So then I know I shouldn't be using them. And I picked the red, and I'm like, oh no, no, put it down. Never use your fabric scissors for your work, your paperwork. So I just fold it enough so I can have like an overlap, and all I do is just stitch it on my sewing machine. I need to replace the needle. Hold on, don't fall. I've got you on top of other stuff, just so you can be high enough. I need to change the needle. So before I change the needle, I thought I could just finish this needle with the paper. So I'm gonna be making enough envelopes to have them sorted out and hopefully ready. And if I don't sell all the jewelry, I could just sell the envelopes with a cute little ribbon because they're sweet. I just love making beautiful things. And then these papers makes me just so happy. So anyway, I'll show you how I do it. I just stitch the both sides of the envelope. And sometimes I don't fold it exactly perfect, especially when I'm talking to you. So when I'm talking to people, normally I don't fold things exactly perfect. You can see the envelope here is have a raw edge. So I just go ahead and make it nice and neat, so you don't see anything that shouldn't be there, and it's just nice and straight. Just make sure that I don't cut the stitching, and then just fold it, and voila, that's the envelope. Super easy and simple. I'm making some bigger ones, and then I'm just trying to go through these lovely pad of flower ones, and once I finish these ones, I have these lovely designs. Once I finish these ones, I'm gonna start doing other projects that I have in my list. I need to show you what I wanna do. But how beautiful are these papers? I think they're gorgeous. I also, I showed you some of the Christmassy ones. Whenever I see the Christmas stuff in the shops, I go, how is it so early? And for the first time as a business, I'm thinking, actually, thank you so much for bringing the Christmas ones so I can get ready to make these ones. I only have these ones of the Christmas done, and some pretty gold ones and pretty blue ones. And I have a traditional, I have 3 pads for the Christmas ones that I'm gonna be making. It's so much fun. I just want to make them before I change the needle, as I told you. Right, so this one shows you what all the colors are. And the nicest thing about this one, for instance, is that, okay, there's a plastic cover, but they all have like a gold field on it, and it's just beautiful. I bought this because it's more like a neutral, like a Christmas present kind of thing in gold. And then I got the traditional red and green. Hold on, let me show you. Okay, so this is the traditional green and red. See what I mean about the different sizes? This is cute, small sizes. And this one has a lot of glitter. I don't know if you can see it. Cute little packages and cute little bows. And yeah, I'm gonna be making some lovely ones with the classic red and green. And then blue, because it's blue. I don't have to explain myself. Actually, you remember the conversation that I told you a couple of videos ago about my colleague from India who suggested that Europeans liked the blue color, and Indians, for instance, in India, people would choose orange or yellow or something like that. There's been a whole bunch of comments in the video. It's fantastic. And there's a lot of people, some people from India, that say, yeah, my favorite color personally is blue. It was a lady from India. My personal color favorite is blue, but I can see what he says, because it's true that lots of people in India's favorite color is yellow and orange. Orange being a special color, I think she said, like a religious or the ceremonial kind of, I can't quite remember what she said, but like orange has a massive significance in the culture. But the funniest thing is, a lot of people have from many places. There was one interesting one, like Alaska. Somebody said, I'm from Alaska and it's green, my favorite color. And then I went, I think Alaska is quite green. So I Googled it. Is Alaska very green? And the AI were like, yes, Alaska is very green. So it's very interesting. But the interesting thing is that a lot of people say blue. And then I started thinking, blue is a color that we see a lot. Most people around the globe see blue, as in the blue skies. And a lot of us are very, very fortunate to have been brought up or live by the sea. So we see the blue quite a lot. Anyway, this blue packet has beautiful designs. So I'm not surprised that blue was chosen quite so much. I love this. Isn't that cute? I'm not really a holiday person, but I would have to say I always love the holiday decorations, Christmas decorations, and the coziness of Christmas. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm not that much into the Christmas part of it, but I love the decoration. It's so pretty. And I love giving presents. I love, especially when my kids were young, oh my God, I used to go bonkers on Christmas Day, which in Spain is the Three Wise Men, which is the night of the 5th to the 6th of January. But because we were in London, we used to do Christmas Day. I always feel like it's better for the kids to give them presents in Christmas, so they can actually use the toys and play with them throughout the holidays, and then they go to school. Where in Spain, you get the presents just like the day before you go, or 2 days before you go back to school, which isn't great. Anyway, let me finish these ones. I know I'm talking a lot. Let me finish these envelopes, and then we get started on doing something else. Good morning. So yesterday my partner nicked the white hoodie with the denim. I couldn't even finish the video. He took it with him. He's wearing it today at work. So I made another one. Pretty much the same style, pretty much the same ideas. So I decided to make it a little bit bigger and and also match up some of the sleeve. I hope you can see it. It's really cool. This is actually one of his hoodies. He felt bad. He stole the white one. Actually, it's okay. He has. I've made 4 upcycle hoodies, and 4 upcycle hoodies he has. So I see it as payment for the month of hour where he works for me. Anyway, this one will be in the shop, and hopefully I will be making a few more. Let me show you what else I've been working on. Over the weekend, we came and I chose to have some shirts made into blouses. You know, the purple one that I was showing you that last video, I think it was, that one got sold. I don't think it was longer in the shop. You know, I would say if I have a lot more path and more people coming through, I will be very successful, because the rate of people coming in and people buying is quite high. It's just that it's really not a very busy area. There are people coming in, people are curious about the shop, people are curious about what I do. And it's really good, but it's not really, I mean, you hardly see people walking. It's just a little bit sad. But hopefully the word gets out that I make some really cool upcycles. I made 5 of these shirts, and this one was Sissy Boy, and I absolutely love how it turned up at the end. They're the cutest. This one was a men's shirt. Yes, he from Mango, I think it is. And look at how cute that turned up. Actually, I made two more. Actually, I made 2 more that I'm keeping for myself, but I need to fix the sleeves because they're way too big for me. Then I made this one, which is one of my favorites. I think this one is actually a woman's shirt. The only thing being the label wasn't there, so I don't know who is by, but it is a beautiful lyocell fabric. And I think it looks really, really cool at the back and at the front. I think it makes such a cute little shirts. So all of them basically, this is Jack Jones, which is also a men's shirt, but now into a cute little women's shirt. I have so much fun sewing over the weekend. It was really fun. I made another one. I don't know if you're interested in seeing it. Let me just show you. I made this one as well. It's black. This is from my daughter's wardrobe. She didn't want it anymore. And so I picked it up and I make it into a cute little top. So I want to show you what we were working on over the weekend. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut you off because I don't want to make you sick walking. This is what we were working on. I'll put some of the clips of the work. It was an absolutely nightmare. It is a beautiful chandelier that we wanted to put in this room because I want this room to also be part of the shop. It has 16 arms. It is lovely, it is gorgeous. I absolutely totally love it. We still need to make so much work in this room. So hopefully very soon I can open that shop, as that room as well. We shall see. We are working in we're working in many different projects. So hopefully we can finish that room soon and we can open it to the shop as a shop. I have had this one in here waiting for me to be worked on for 2 weeks now, and every day I think of it. It is a painted leather, just the sleeves unfortunately, and it has some beautiful leather work, and I can't wait to take it apart and make some bag with it. I might do this on this video. I don't know how long it is. I have done quite a few projects in here, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I just record and then I'll put it all together. I hope you enjoy me showing you some of the jewelry. I love playing with jewelry. I love upcycling, breaking pieces and everything. And I'll be putting some pieces, as I mentioned, in the shop and in here. Yeah, it's all about upcycling, whether it's textiles or beads, jewelry, whatever. I just love making things. Today, I think I'm going to leave it here. I don't know if the video is going to be too long or too short, but I think we're going to leave it here. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.